Well, the locomotive bodies are mainly already painted, so they don't need priming. But the motor and chassis thingy here is just plain black plastic, and as that's now going to be bronze, or most of it, it needs priming. So I'm going to be using this, what I always use, aerospace primer, chromate, now being banned by Reach. Well, I think it already is banned, but there you go, I've got it and I'm going to use it. It works. There will be an alternative primer in the just description section. So most of the bits on the side and the motion has got to be painted bronze, so, and it's a thin brush so I can get underneath the wheels. It looks, you don't have to be super accurate with this stuff, so it's like water. It's cellulose based. So I'm just going to start the painting of this, go as far as, don't have to go right down to the key base plate thingy. Just do the bits you're likely to see. I won't do the coupling. Careful not to knock this thing over. There's good ventilation with it as well, really. Just leave it in there. So that dries really thin, so of course don't need to do in there really, do I? No, can't see that. The body goes over that bit. I do that bit already. I think I did. So it's dried so quickly. Well, it does not dry, it flashes off and it vanishes. You can see it shining there. It dries a matte type of colour. Sheen, there we go. Alright. Brake blocky bits. Get in there. This strange bit here, sort of squarish triangle, rhombusy shape with the spring clips that the motor goes in. On the steam one, which I'm doing at the minute because I've just got these piston motion things here, it does show. Not so obvious on the diesel version. Up here. Yeah, that does get on the wheel tyres, the metal bits that go on the track. Can probably be removed with a, what do you call it, a glass fibre braiding pen things. I'll do the motion last, otherwise I don't want wet stuff flapping about. Yeah, see, look, I've done it round there already, haven't I? Can't see. Oh, no, that was that end. I don't know which way round I'm holding this thing. It's easy to forget. That's a bit of exciting as watching paint dry, wasn't it? But you haven't got to be that accurate with it. It's very thin. When it dries, you can't see it. This bit again. Whatever it is. Strange contraption. Oh. Steampunk. Oh, strange contraption, full stop. I've done that bit, haven't I? Get that bit done again. I'm going to cover most of that. Don't get it on your hands. Turn it over. To look closer to see where I actually have been. I've done the middle. Done that bit now. Yep, okay, so I think I'll do the motion now. Oh, I've got to do the wheels, haven't I? It's going to be tricky. That needs a smaller brush. That's a quick, big area. Notice that's not meant to be that shape, that brush, but it's too tall for the package it comes in. The top of it bent it over. It's good for getting under wheels, being that shape. There's a new cellulose thinners in there. Starting to take on the colour of the paint. And there's a residue. Right. Do the wheels then. Which will be, again, I'm using a very small flat brush, see? I presume they're just plastic inserts. I'll clean them up later. Just put it a little way in, not right down, as it will get that way. To hit the bottom. I don't want it getting on that. Remember I said it's like a wagon wheel with a spoked plastic insert pressed in. And the bronze also needs to go on the silver edge here, right up to, well, obviously not the bit that goes on the track, but this other bit. Yeah, there's a 9-volt battery. I'm just going to power that round a bit. Whoops, too far. Not a lot of speed control here. There we go. So I can get round this side. Get that out of the way. Reliability, that. Yeah. Bit around there, I suppose. Now the other wheel. It's all been cleaned, remember. Otherwise this is probably quite greasy around here, especially around that bit. So someone would have bound to put some oil on there. Nothing super accurate here, isn't it? You can't actually see the paint very well. Right, I've got to get that little bit under there, which I can't get at. Little whiz. There we go. It's there. Do the middle bit. Right, yeah, through the other side and I'll do the motion last. Be careful you don't bend that motion. This would be very tricky on a Pacific, wouldn't it, with all that valve gear goes with it. There just needs to be enough bronze paint on there that you see the spokes. It doesn't have to go perfectly down on a children's layout, I don't think. I don't think they're going to look much. The parents might comment. I don't think they will. So a lot of it's just for your own satisfaction to be different. Right. I don't want to go this way, not that way. Too much on there. Alright. Well, I can do about that. Right, motion then, over the end there. Like that, along the top edge there. And this one, I don't need to do the insides of it. Forgetting, I'm so busy looking at the model, I'm not looking to see what you can see on the screen. Not that it's super exciting, is it, doing this? Yeah, that's along there, you can see the shine of it. Wet paint, and I'll turn it over and do the other side. Carefully. It's actually not difficult at all doing this. What we paint will go into the joint, but with electric, the battery will soon break any stickiness in the joint, I'm sure. Right, put that back over there. Like that. I'm not going to do the inside, the motion, as I said. Just leave that down there to dry like that. Nothing on my hand, is there? Good. Don't want that stuff in my hand. Right, what I also did was I drilled those holes through here, didn't I? So I think a little bit around the windows would be good. Something. Like that. Make sure it's all the way through. There. They have to be brass, I suppose. Wipe it off. That's that done. Go out in the shed, I think, and get some more cellulose thinners, clean stuff. Start again. I've done too many paint applications, so I'll just get a bit of thinners on there to get the primer off on the front face here. It's really where it shouldn't be on the back, so yeah, a little bit. Just get it off quick. I suppose I could do the wheels with this one about it, couldn't I? Damp brush with this before it dries on fully. Yeah, I can see a bit of this there. Get that off. So the battery cam's handy again, isn't it? Have a look round it. Check there's nothing on it. Turn it round in the light. Is that so? Not sure. Let's have a look. Might have been a bit just there. Certainly too much just there. Get off. Pulled just there. Pulled. Should I say, not pulled. There's some there. Might as well do this now than do it with glass fibre pen and have fibres everywhere. Get down there while I'm doing this. Sounds alright. I think I just saw some too much primer down one of those spoke holes. Yeah, they're just there. Just there. There. And now I think, yeah, you can see, it still looks black, doesn't it, at a glance, a bit matter than it did before. Right, is it there to dry then? Don't think we did anywhere else while we got it out. The buffers are alright, they could probably stay as they are. They'd be bronze tipped. Yeah, that'd do. Right, okie dokie. Alright, I'm going to start with the bronze of painting the locos chassis, the plastic chassis. So, again, Humbrol Met 54. Metallic, I presume Met means. I've already stirred it. That takes a while because it all goes to the bottom and forms thick glue. Right, clean terps again, white spirit. I'll use that same brush with the bendy. Don't know what this will come out like, I don't know. Will it cover well or will it not? I don't know. Try metallics, they don't go on very solidly. On black, even though it's got primer on it, it's going to look a bit odd, I think. Might have to do 2 coats. Not the best spreading stuff in the world, is it? Break blocks a lot, everything gets this bronze thing. This could end up being disastrous, I don't know. So the Humbrol metallics are a bit coarse. I have got another brand of metallic paint, but that's a lacquer, and that is very difficult to apply. Good for small details. The reason it's difficult is actually meant for airbrushing, so it's very watery and it separates out. The solid metallic particles are very heavy but very fine, so they give a beautiful finish. It's a constant battle to keep it in suspension. You can just shake the bottle every time you dip the brush in it. Well, if it's an airbrush, you just give the jar a swirl. You can do right up here as well, because I think you can see this bit in the steam engine. Like that. I'm not sure you can see this bit here or not. Does that? I keep forgetting you can't. What I see and what you see are different. Don't know if I'll film all of this because you'll get bored, because probably I can't rush this bit. I've got to wait for it to dry overnight again. Come on, get out of there. Hopefully it'll dry reasonably evenly. Most of this can't be seen that well anyway, so it's more for effect than anything. Yeah, I think these are like the cylinders, aren't they, these bits? Now I know there's another bit on the body that comes down right over that bit, so I don't think you can see that bit. There's no point in painting inside there. Let's do the ends. But I'm not too sure what can be seen and what can't, so I'm not going to do the couplings. They can stay standard. Under there somehow. That little hook bit there is good for getting in little nooks and crannies. Acts like a little tiny brush. A bit thick around there, soak some of it out, capillary action back into the brush. Alright. Now the wheels need to be done. Now, not all of it, just the edge. This is a bit awkward, this. It'd be nice if I had three hands, one to hold the loco, one to hold the brush, and one to put the 9 vibrato on it and just rotate it around. Just got to do this edge, like that. I've done a video on how to do the white round here. I'm probably not abiding by it at all. Right, now I want the battery. Too far. Get that out of the way. Like that. Same here. And the green you do afterwards, and it's easy to wipe it off the rim, and it is just right, as you can see. When I do this, there's green on the spokes, it'll be all over the place, and metallic's very hard to remove off of other paint, so it's best you put the other paint on top of the metallic. Get that out of the way. I'll just paint this side for the video and I'll do the other side off camera. The video will be far too long otherwise. I thought it'll all come good in the end. All looks a bit crude at the minute. Oh. Like that. I suppose later on that bit that this can be done. The connecting rods and stuff, movement. No, it's not a movement, is it? That's what you get in a watch. I forgot what you call it now. I'm always forgetting things on camera. I know what they're called. Oh, that one's a connecting rod. valve gear or whatever. I thought it looked okay after a second coat. On the top there? I think so. Right. So that's what it's now looking like. Makes the detail stand out better, doesn't it? Immediately it starts looking a bit more ancient. Right, I'll do the other side off camera then. Okie dokie. Well, the bronze has been done, as you can see. It shows up. It looks a lot. Well, it's better in the cat there than it does in real life. Yeah. So I'll have to dry overnight, I suppose. Right. Well, that's drying. We can do something else, can't we? Like the body, which I basically want to do an all over bronze coating. Don't have to be thick, just to change that silver wash to more of a bronze wash. Well, I haven't first time I ever used one of these. Loco body holder. Put it in that bit there, squeeze it in, put it in, let go, there you go. Now I can hold it. I don't know how well it'll work on the camera. Now I'm going to try just giving it a light coat of terps. Help the paint spread easy. Hopefully that's the idea. Let's see, I'll leave the back bit alone for the time being. Let's see if it will make the paint spread. But some of these pipes will be copper and things like that, but for the meantime they can go on top of the bronze. Hopefully it'll just aid the spreading of the paint, because this metallic paint does go a bit tacky quite quickly. Do for a first coat anyway. Getting nooks and crannies, don't want it too much, just want it damp. Right. It dries off quite quickly in some places. Right, I've given this another stir. Let's start on that front bit then and see what happens. This bit, even though I said I was going to be brown, but I'm going to do it anyway. Repair any black that you want to stay black afterwards, I expect. Because the buffer beam can be, as I said, I was going to keep that more like a real one. It goes on alright. Yeah. Spread it out with a knife like that. It won't look so good on the black to start with anyway. A bit there. That's the top of the pistons there. Got to work quite quick doing this, because it's basically just a wash, just to give it that bronzy look. Not getting the light, so I can see what I'm doing. Some bits are so dark I don't actually know what I'm painting. Just poking the brush in there and see what if it comes to life or not. What do I need to do under there? I'm supposed to do a little bit, I suppose. this bit, running edge there. And there a bit, like that. Steps. I'll deal with the cab later on. Like that. Whatever that bit is. On the side bit. You can see some of the moulding details there are a bit rubbish. Look at that, really. God knows what that is. A bit of white spirit on the brush, stop it thickening up. That helps as well. Yeah, that does help actually. Makes it flow better. Bit out. Oh, it's quite easy with this device I've got in my hand. It made turning the loco over and around quite easy. It's going on alright. Keep the brush slightly, just dip it in a bit of the white spirit, and that makes the paint flow off quite nicely. That's a little thing you learn, but you probably just forget. You'll see with this bit. Top of the running board, you call that maybe? Like that. The underside there, under that big tube, and the suspension there, those springs. Don't know what would I have made springs out of if I didn't have steel. I know you can get springy beryllium copper, or copper beryllium, that's quite springy I think. I'm getting confused with some other alloy, I'm not sure. Along there, right? Oh, I'm doing it totally off camera there. Can't see what I'm doing, can I? This funny barrel thing on the side. God knows what that they reckon that's supposed to be, I don't know. A lot of this what I'm doing bronze at the minute will end up being green, but using this as a base. So a bit wet again. Soak the worst off, dip it back in the paint, and do all that. Yeah, this goes on easy then, like that. Yeah, got a good method. Quite pleased with that. Yeah. Tiny little bit of terps. Touch the paint, and it just flows around. See, look, it goes in there nicely. Right, a little bit at the front we have to do. Boiler. A bit more on there. There's too much lacquer. I'll do. I think I got it all on there. Look alright. So, oh, back of this bit here, I suppose. He's doing. Down there, and that bit there. Top of there, back of there. Like that. Right, back of this bit here. I suppose those cab doors could be done. Oh, whatever those supposed to look. They look like cab doors, don't they? Yeah, they should be done. But leave the black just for some bit of contrast somewhere. Right. That all done. Rather a large brush for doing some of this detail work. I'll leave the back head alone. That'll be done copper. Got ideas for that. Oh, I saw some little lamps here. Oh, they can still be done white, can't they? White and red as standard. Have a bit of different colour. Actually, this tube here doesn't taking up much paint there. Take that along there. What's that look like? We've done that bit. No, a bit there. Around there too. Yeah. There we go. You see it in the light? It looks very heavy now. It looks like it's made of a lump of cast brass or something. Right. So carry on that one another day. Got to let that dry. Well, I've given the motorised chassis another coat of bronze. I don't need to film that. It's just exactly the same as the first coat. This was duplicated. This is the diesel one, which is easier to do without the motion here of the steam one. And there's the body of the steam one, Fearless. Actually, the bronze sort of brings the detail out very well, I think. But what I have seen, and I don't like, and I'm going to get a file out, and is this, I presume it's glue here, where they put the resin body onto the metal, well, that bit of the chassis, even though in reality that's the chassis, but as far as this is concerned, the running plate, whatever they call this bit. And it's on both sides, annoyingly. Not, it's really rough. Yeah. I'll clean it up a little bit with a file and redo that bit with a bit of gold. Very poor quality that is. Don't know what sort of glue they use there, but he just used too much and didn't wipe it off properly. Anyway, and I've done the diesel as well. Well, I'm calling it a diesel, it looks like a diesel. A jet powered diesel. That needs another coat. You can see some patches there where you keep putting brush strokes. Also, instead of putting paint on, it starts taking it off again. And it's easy to come back and do some more. This was actually more complicated. There's a lot going on here. And I have decided to might leave that bit of silver there that they had. I might put that green wash over it. I don't know. But there's a bucket of jet engine things left in the black and silver. That don't look too bad. I might paint these red, those cone inlet things. I presume it's a jet engine. It could be a big electrical generator, but you know, and they could be copper windings you're looking at the end there. But, well, whatever it is, and that could be an electrical terminal block. Might leave the grill. Don't know. It doesn't look too bad. It's quite busy, is this one. And I've got an idea for making the windows look a bit better with a bit of gloss varnish poured into them. It's nice and square, and you can leave it that way, and just let the varnish spread out to form a bit like they do water on model railway layouts. Just let it spread out and dry a high gloss. That's a long process because you can only do one side per drying session. Can't do them all in one go.